What's going on YouTube? How's it going? My name is Sebastian. This is Mike. Welcome to Cold Blooded Fiends. Let's get to the show. So you guys have seen it on my channel. You guys have seen it on other people's channels. And in fact, this is probably released the week after my day Gecko build is released. We are getting one of his day Geckos set up in a Bioactive. We are doing both. This week we're only doing one because this is Mike's first time building a Bioactive, so I'm going to get a feel for it. That's why I'm here. I'm here. I'm gonna help him, give him tips, blah blah blah. So that way next week he can build his, pretty much by himself. It's just a little bit easier for the first one to have somebody there with you and can kind of guide you through things, let you know things, make little tips and tricks for the backgrounds and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so beyond that, what we're doing Nori today?
Nori today.
We're doing this is right.
Yeah, that's the one that is captive bred.
So yeah, that's the one that I was just showing you guys.
Yeah, that's captive bred. This guy is wild caught wherever the heck he is.
Somewhere. But yeah, there's also a couple other videos coming out. I believe we're gonna record a video today on his new animal he got, and I also picked up a really cool animal today as well. Really, I couldn't pass up that deal that it was. So yeah, just had to pick up that animal, and yeah. So other than that, let's go check out some of the plants and stuff he's got. Now I'm purchasing some of these off of him because he's got a lot of duplicates, a lot of stuff that he's probably not going to use or need. So I'm going to purchase a lot of them off of him just so I can grow them, propagate them, and then I'll end up just giving him, once they propagate, I'll just give him some plants back because why not, So we got a ton of things. You got your snake plant, your parlor palms. Turn that away from these plants. You don't want to come there at all. You got your philodendrons. There's a pothos somewhere. I think no, that's not the pothos.
I think these both are pothos.
Yeah, I think these are the pothos. Yeah, I got this really cool little guy right here. Now, sorry guys, the reptile room is dirty. Obviously, we just unboxed all these plants, so yeah. Unlike when I get stuff, we didn't record an unboxing video. It's just, it would have been a lot to do with all these plants and, everybody. It was like 3 of us unpacking it because they came a little bit later than they should have. But yeah, so these are super cool. I don't know what these are, but I definitely want to get one of these off of him. I really don't know what they are, but
yeah, I'd have to look at my order.
Yeah, they're super cool. I'm not a botanist. I know a lot of plants, but at the end of the day, guys, plants are not my forte. I might have 100-some plants already, but it's I enjoy plants and I enjoy watching them grow and watering them and the different care. It's a lot like animals. You get animals because you want to have different animals to take care of, different requirements, different this, different that, and yeah, it's pretty much the same thing with plants. They all have different requirements, different humidity, different temperatures. They're living just like every other living thing on this planet, and they're super cool to watch grow and thrive, and you can have them just live or you can have them thrive a lot like many of these animals. So plants are a super cool addition, especially when you get into bioactives. Because bioactives are, honestly, bioactives is really fun to do, and it's a little bit of work for a lifetime of enrichment and a lifetime of success and a lifetime of happiness to watch that animal live in a natural environment.
Right, Mike? Yeah.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Say hi to YouTube.
Hey, baby, want you a cigarette? Because I want to put your butt in my mouth.
Hey.
That's children watch this channel.
This is a family-friendly channel.
I need more.
We're cutting Sam out of it. See you, Sam. Alright, but before we get anything else done, there is some more bad news, and like I said before, we do want to show you guys the good, the bad, and everything in between. And sadly, this one is pretty big bad. It upset me when I heard about it, and it's not even one of my animals, so we're gonna go ahead and let Mike kind of talk a little bit about it. He's probably not gonna say too much. It's really it's just we gotta let you guys know.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of a touchy subject, but one of my favorite snakes died, Nozuchi, the hognose. But
Nozuchi was in the Mike's Reptile Room tour, the last Mike's Reptile Room tour. Nozuchi was kind of like the star of that. He's in the thumbnail. Go check that video out. It'll be linked right there.
yeah, but you know, he was a year old, ended up getting RI. I was using a certain substrate I thought was okay. It ended up being too dusty. He ended up developing RI, and they gave him treatments for like 2.5 months, and he just didn't make it. So that's probably why you haven't seen me or I've been part of these videos for a while. I've just kind of like stepped back to make sure, I don't know, if something dies, you know, you gotta think like, am I doing something wrong or what's wrong? So I basically took a step back and made sure all my animals were good. And I don't know, it's a touchy subject. I personally don't really talk about it too much because, you know, we like these animals a lot. So, you know, it means something when they pass. We try our best to keep them safe, and it just didn't work. So we tried.
Yeah, that's the thing, guys, is sometimes some things are just completely out of your control. Sometimes you cannot control that the snake gets this random infection. I mean, power goes out for a couple hours, your snake can get sick. For whatever reason, your thermostat malfunctions, overheats, you can get scale burn and stuff like that. And sometimes things are just a little bit out of your control. Now, if you buy the proper products and you have everything right, chances are your animals will always be fine, but there's always that small chance, especially when you're using stuff like aspen and even sand. Things can go wrong, even though, you know, there's reptile safe sand and reptile safe aspen. Aspen's really dusty. Things can go wrong, man. Yeah. So there's really nothing we could have done. I mean, Nozuchi was doing great for a while, and he developed an RI, and his body just couldn't fight it.
He's too young. He's only a year.
Yeah, I mean, they went through that many times for it. It was
probably like 20.
Yeah,
dropped a couple thousand. I feel.
Yeah, it was like a 2-month battle, and then eventually this thing can just handle it. And that's the thing, is like, you know, it sucks, and it's especially a loss of a friend, and really a loss of money, because some of these animals are really expensive. But yeah, all in all, so that's putting a damper on the hognose breeding for a while, but eventually we will get the hognose breeding done. But yeah, other than that, we added somebody else to the team, so there's another person added to Cold-Blooded Fiends. You guys will meet her very shortly. And yeah, other than that, we should be getting breeding underway. I'm not gonna say we're gonna get baby snakes, but we're definitely gonna try. And it's the first year for all of our snakes, so first year, sometimes snakes just lay infertile eggs. So we'll see how it goes, but you know, that'll be in the vlog. And this could be ball python, so around ball python breeding season. So around October is when I'll start updating you guys on what's going on with them. But anyways, we're gonna go catch this lizard. I guess you guys can watch that fun stuff. I forgot to mention, we're not recording the bioactive process. I will eventually, maybe next weekend when we have more time, maybe I'll come over and I'll record this entire process and give you guys a nice detailed bioactive video. But really, recently none of my videos I've had the time to like give you an in-depth, like step-by-step kind of guide. But eventually we will get there. One, I really want to get better at it myself, because I'm not the go-to guy for bioactive. I don't know everything. I'm still learning. Every day I learn new things, guys. So, you know, once you stop learning, once you think you know everything, is when you start to go downhill. That's when your care starts to slip and things like that. So yeah, but I am really excited to show you guys that new animal, something I've wanted for a while, and like I said, I couldn't pass up the deal it was.
Hello. What are we doing today?
Today, we're getting this girl out right here.
Very nice.
And we're gonna clean her entire enclosure, build her nice 3D backgrounds.
Okay.
Get her live plants, bioactive setup, so she'll have springtails, isopods, all the fun stuff that will make her feel more at home.
Very nice.
And yeah.
Are we doing a bioactive setup for the tegu?
Honestly, the tegu is gonna get too big; it'll destroy everything. So that's something like, you know, if like, you know, when we buy a house, we build an enclosure for it, let the enclosure grow in for a couple years, and just have it in something like this, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe like, I don't know, 6 foot by, or even like 8 foot by like 5 foot.
Okay.
Just have this in something like this, something super simple, but let's say bioactive enclosure grow, so you can get really strong, sturdy plants, let them grow for a couple years.
Heck yeah. Because
he'll just bulldoze everything. But all in all, tegus don't really need to be bioactive. There's not really too much you can do with them bioactive anyways.
Okay.
It's kind of like ball pythons. They're a little bit hard to make bioactive.
I am learning things today.
Yeah. Yeah. I will be right back, guys. I'm actually going to show him some stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. And we're back. Sorry, I just want to show Sam some of my enclosures and stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing down. Do you want to catch her while she's up top? Might be a little bit easier.
Where she's at right now? Actually, it is a she. Never mind. I used to think this one was a male, but I don't think it is. It's okay, buddy.
Okay, so we got her. I'll open this up. Basically, just lay that down right on its side. Take that lid, and I'm gonna slam this down pretty for the most part.
Okay, you can have the lid.
But yeah, guys, so, you know, standard cleaning procedure. Pull this thing down, take everything out, and most of the stuff's probably not going to be used. All right, guys, so yeah, here it is. Pretty standard setup. You know, there's nothing wrong with standard setups. We're not changing this because there's something wrong with it or anything like that. We're changing it because we personally want to better our level of keeping, and we want our animals to thrive, and we feel bioactives are the most natural and most realistic way to keep these animals. And some animals don't work in bioactives, but these kinds of animals is the easiest way, because really this is not a lizard that you want to have to go in and clean up its poop all the time and clean its substrate every month and take everything out and, you know, sanitize it all. It's really not an animal you want to do that with, because these are fast animals that can slough their skin off, that can drop their tail. And yeah, like I said, they're just really, really fast, and they can jump around really quickly and move much quicker than you can. So bioactives are pretty much the best way to keep these guys, because it levels out your level of maintenance. You go in, you spray it every once in a while, maybe go in, clean up some of the poops every once in a while if needed, but it really shouldn't be too much work at all beyond that. And you have to top up your isopods and springtails every once in a while just to get new fresh bloodlines in. But yeah, guys, so we're gonna get this thing cleaned out, and then I guess you guys will see the finished product in another video. So we actually changed our mind, guys, and we will see you guys in a couple seconds. We're gonna show you Mike's new animal and its new home and all that stuff, because we're not going to record all this. It's just too much to do. And so yeah, we're going to record that, and that'll be the end of this video. So stick around, stay tuned, and say hi to cute little Nori. I'll see you guys in a second. All right, guys, change of plans. So I'm here at my place. I've already made a mess. Yeah, I got a new animal. And I don't know if I told you guys that earlier. I got a new animal. I set up the enclosure in here, but it's actually, the enclosure's in my bedroom. I'm quarantining this animal because, yeah, I don't know. I didn't get him from the best place you could possibly get an animal, but they're still not terrible. I just really want to monitor him for mites. And yeah, once I rule out mites, I'm gonna put him on some substrate, and I'll probably, you know, keep him in my bedroom for another month to 2 months. Just give him a proper 3-month quarantine, just to make sure he doesn't have anything. And then yeah, he will be moved in here. And I think I'm actually gonna put him right there, because I ordered a thermostat for him, but it's not coming till it'll be here by when this video comes out, but I think it's like 4 days from now. So I put Yuri up there because she's residual heat from his enclosure. So there's really no point in, you know, she doesn't really need the thermostat, because I can't get residual heat on her through the tub. When we're talking tanks, I can't really put a tank on top of a tank. I need to get into them. So yeah. Anyways, let's set this thing up. Okay. Well, that is the enclosure, and I can prop it up with that. It's got a lot of decor in there he's just gonna not use. he's probably gonna bury half of it like he did in his other one. Which actually, I'm gonna see what I already have in there. I think when I catch him, I'm gonna take the stuff like I already have in his, and just replace it into here. So let's go catch him. I don't know how that's gonna go. Or it's actually her. I sexed her out to be a female. Yep. So, sorry. Let's go catch her. And you guys are gonna say, "Oh, this enclosure's huge." Yeah, it kind of is. But it's something, you know, I retrofit this. It's too small for its enclosure. I have this, and I won't have to rehouse this tarantula until it's sexually mature, probably, if ever, because this is pretty much the same size as a 10-gallon in dimensions, just not height. So yeah, whatever. Pretty sure that she can live a good life. I did retrofit it with a acrylic top instead of a screen. Just burned some holes into it. Alright, so you can see I got quite a few plants in there. I'm sad, like, you know, this enclosure is still a good enclosure for it, but I really just wanted to get it into this bigger enclosure. I hate using this enclosure. You know, it's just the easier animal to use them for. The other one is just, it's never going to need this. It gets 4 inches. It's never going to need this. So, yeah. And honestly, a 10-gallon might even be overkill for a curly hair. I couldn't tell you. All I know is that it looks good, and I'm not going to have to rehome it for a very long time. All right, guys. This. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you okay? No. You're okay. Hey, no, not back in. Just right into the cup. Right into the cup. Right into the cup. Well, thank God. All right. Woo. Okay, this is pretty much one of the first times I've seen her since she has molted. And holy crap, guys. She's looking fantastic. Wow. Get a better grip on my phone. Get back in there. Snap a couple of shots of her. Now I have her facing towards the inside of the enclosure, so I'm going to take this lid off and hope that she decides to bolt. She'll bolt right back into the enclosure. Wow, she is looking real pretty. These are going to be some real great shots for Instagram. These aren't a super aggressive spider, and they're not a dangerous spider. Just you know, spiders are quick. It's not like a snake I can just grab. Cause yeah, I can just go grab a snake if it tries to get away from me. But a spider, that's not so much the case. You gotta have catch cups and stuff like that. Luckily, I don't think she's ever really kicked hairs. I mean, even in that whole ordeal, she didn't kick any hairs. So, she's a really great animal. Very calm-tempered, pretty docile. And my only hope is that once she's in here, she does not... Oh, goodness. Why you want to go up? Why are you going that way? Will this just fit in here? Oh my goodness. Just barely. Yeah, I'm not trying to get freaking hairs kicked all over me, so. What we're gonna do is play it the safe way. Whoa. Okay, well, that was successful. We got her in there. She's looking good. She's doing good. I gotta wait till she goes and finds a hide or burrows somewhere, and yeah. So maybe that wasn't kicked hairs. I think that might have just been webbing in the cup. Like I said, she's never really kicked hairs, so. Yeah, she's just already webbing up in here. Okay. So since this is an animal that is actually capable of opening the enclosure, whether it knows how to do it or not, it's got a little lock. Like I said, it's just got some air holes drilled throughout. Should be enough airflow. To be honest, this thing's got even less airflow because I had to block off the sides, because any spider that can fit in this enclosure logistically can fit through the fucking air holes. We got Sasori. We got, I still haven't named this spider. And then, we got Robert, Pumpkin, and No Face. And then we got, I don't know, what should we call that colony right there? I don't know. Let me know what we should name these guys. And actually, I'm rehousing these guys as well. Probably not today, just because I really don't feel like it. It's just funny, they don't eat belly scales. I don't know why, but they just seem to not eat belly scales at all. Oh look, it looks like they have book lungs too. So apparently isopods, like marsupials, have a little pouch that they birth their alive and then hold them in the pouch. Super cool. Anyways guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of Mike's setups and more stuff that Mike's got going on in the reptile room, drop a like, leave a comment. And if, you don't really care, you just like watching our videos, also leave a like, leave a comment. You can like us or you can subscribe to us right there. You can watch this playlist or you can watch that video. All of it will help us greatly. Alright guys, I'm out. This has been Cold Blooded Fiends. I'll see you.